up, man?
Okay. I'm just curious what the names are.
Yes, if you want.
You can.
I just don't want to stuff it, because I didn't know if I shouldn't be involved in that, because I'm not here.
No, anybody.
I mean, it might be more proper if somebody was here.
The reason I was
It's okay. I mean,
One of us would.
yeah, we can do it. I mean, it's,
I
Thank
think
you.
it'd be proper, it'd
Yeah,
be better
it's
if one of
fine.
us did it, don't you really?
oh yeah. No, it's okay.
Because I always kept from doing it if I wasn't in attendance.
Yeah. No, it's, yeah.
Because you don't know how.
No problemo as long as I have the right day. I get my months mixed up.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
can't believe it's already October. Someone was talking about, the superintendent of schools. He said, okay, the fair parade and all that day off and everything. He said, we have nothing till Thanksgiving. And I went, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, it's already, isn't it?
We're going to meet in Cloudcroft for my daughter's 40th birthday. We're going to go celebrate up there. And that's in December. And I told everybody, we'll get together for her birthday and nothing for Christmas, y'all. Everybody just lay low. We need it.
Try to get Hub's attention.
Everybody's been so busy.
I did not.
Okay, where's Hub?
Okay.
Get Hub back up there now.
I can't see. My eyes.
Okay. Okay.
Back in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on the radio at
Yeah,
8, so I should be done in time to get there.
doesn't give you much time. That's for sure.
There we go. Oh, you have better vision than I do.
Oh, look at yours.
Hub,
No.
Hub.
I have these.
No, I just thought I'd blow it up a little more. So.
Yeah, I should do mine, but I just put on my cheaters.
Good morning. It is now 9 o'clock, and we will call the October 16th, 2025 County Commission Board to order. Mike, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
We're going to call the meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance after me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dara, would you lead us in prayer, please?
Yes, if you choose, would you join me? Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. We do thank you for the rain, Lord. It has made our county so beautiful, and we do need it. Lord, thank you so much for the release of the hostages, Lord. We just thank you. We know their families are rejoicing, and we rejoice as well. For the remaining, please help in getting them home. Their families need the closure. Lord, protect our law enforcement as they are out there protecting us. Lord, give us open ears to hear and open hearts to love. And we thank you so much. And to God be the glory. Amen.
Cindy, do we have a quorum?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Yes, you do.
Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move we approve the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and second the agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion approved. Approval of the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the minutes from the September 18th, 2025 meeting.
A second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana and second by Commissioner Corn. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we have a proclamation this morning for National Bullying Prevention Month. And I'll go ahead and read that if that's acceptable.
Yes, please.
Proclamation National Bullying Prevention Month. Whereas the health, safety, and well-being of children and youth in our community are of the highest importance, and whereas October is recognized nationally as Bullying Prevention Month, first established in 2006 to raise awareness of the serious and lasting impacts bullying has on our children, families, and communities, and whereas during this month, schools, organizations, and families are called upon to foster environments of kindness, acceptance, respect, and inclusion, and whereas Bullying Prevention Month highlights the importance of empowering students to act as upstanders who take action against bullying rather than remaining bystanders, promoting positive mindsets and teaching strategies that prevent bullying behavior, creating opportunities for kindness and compassion to strengthen communities and reduce harm. Whereas Gracie Barra Roswell Jiu-Jitsu and Self-Defense is committed to supporting the effort by providing free self-defense classes for youth each Friday in October, equipping children with the confidence and skills to respond constructively and safely to bullying. Now, therefore, the Chaves County Board of Commissioners proclaim October 2025 as National Bullying Prevention Month in Chaves County and encourage all citizens to join together in building a culture of kindness, respect, and safety for every child, done by the Board of Chaves County Commissioners. And we have a gentleman here that works for us at the jail that's going to come accept that on their behalf.
With that shirt on, you can go wherever you want.
Okay, presentations, Mike?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. First, I want to say thank you for all the support you give our EDC. We're able to do some things that that probably wouldn't have happened if you weren't involved and weren't supportive. So thank you for that. And your proclamation that County Manager Bill Williams just read. Some of you know that I taught high school for a few years, and bullying is a serious issue at all levels. So thank you for the proclamation. Young people need an opportunity to have a safe environment to grow up in and receive a great education and live a wonderful life in Chaves County. So thank you for that. For my report, just a couple of things. We are attending local career fairs. Just this week, we're at Mesa Middle School. We'll be at Sierra Middle School the next week. And we are still working on the Be Proud that I mentioned to you last month. What is that? Again, just a reminder, these are all the high schools in Chaves County. And these are seniors and some career-minded juniors that are looking for an opportunity for employment, potentially, but also to get information on different career fields that they may want to explore as they move through life. This is with the New Mexico Chamber of Commerce. So far, I understand there's over 200 students registered, a number of them from the Lower Valley schools, especially Dexter, and we anticipate a great event. Your own Cindy Fuller's husband is deeply involved with this program. We're going to have some displays out there. We're going to have some employers out there. We're talking to a lot of folks right now, so it should be a really, really great event. So I want to share that with you. We're also sponsoring ZAG, which is a Youth Entrepreneurs Event, later this month. And ZAG is about young people, youth that are aspiring to make products and sell them and learn how to market and so on. And we sponsor that event. It's going to happen, I think next weekend. Anyway, at Eastern New Mexico Medical Center. Recently, since we met last, I've attended the Air Force annual conference convention and was able to help try to lure some aviation DoD contractors, businesses involved. We attended the Governor's Conference on Economic Development in Albuquerque, and also attended the Site Selection Guild Fall Forum. And I want to share with you, because you have before you, maybe not today, but maybe you have in the past and you will in the future, this issue with the renewable energy companies and companies that want to put in data centers and big projects. And, you know, one of the biggest topics from the Site Selectors Guild, because it's really an economic developers educational forum with consultants that are actually looking for communities for projects. And the biggest topic was about the lack of enough energy availability to support these huge projects. And I want to share with you that as you are looking to seek to work with companies that are considering Chaves County as a new home, and as Bill Williams will tell you, that we're involved with every one of those. Some are good and some are make you scratch your head. So happy to help. I'm not an expert, but I can bring experts to the table, and we make sure you get the right information so you make the best choices that you would like. Recently, as you have heard, I again advocated for a JTIP award and this was for BuiltWise, 100 jobs. They were awarded nearly $1 million, $9,774 and so on, and for an average wage of $20.53. So that's a good deal, right? We have some folks that'll get some good activities out of that and make some good wages. We've got 7 projects we're working on right now. And they're pretty active, and one, in fact, actually 8, because I just spoke with another one on the way over here. So tomorrow, there's some of you got an invitation. I'm hesitant to invite all of you. I'd love you all to be there because I'm rolling quorums, but you're all invited. 9 o'clock tomorrow. We have a project announcement, and it's I can't talk about it because I don't want to get ahead of the announcement, but you'll find it'll create a number of jobs right here in Chaves County, and it's tied to the aviation sector. They will also likely mention the other project that we're working on, which is another very large project, and it's pretty exciting stuff. We are still helping our local businesses in Chaves County, and we still are on target, and we have achieved this past month, and we continue to visit 60 businesses every month and visit with them and find out where those itches are they can't scratch, where they can stay in business and maybe hopefully grow their business. And that's really important. People have invested in our county and invested in business and invested in people. If they're having challenges, we want to make sure that we can link them to the resources so they stay in business, more importantly, if possible, but also if their ability to expand and grow and create more jobs, even better. We are working on some energy projects, as I mentioned earlier, and I will tell you that one is a pretty sizable project. I spoke with them again yesterday. The governor's office has been involved with it to the extent they're aware of it, as well as the Cabinet Secretary for Economic Development. So it's a sizable project. I'm not sure about an announcement on that project, but I would suspect it'll be sometime early next year. We do have another project we'll be announcing early December. And so, again, you can see there's a number of things we're engaged on. And of course, we had an air race here recently. So we stay busy, committed to Chaves County to help people grow businesses and attract opportunities and make things happen for the people who live here. But more importantly, help attract people to relocate and move here to our wonderful county. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I stand for your questions.
Any questions?
Not really a question, Mike. I just want to say I appreciate you all your due diligence and juggling all those projects to get them here on site. We really appreciate your work.
Thank you.
And I wanted to, last month you left before the end of the meetings, and I know you have other things to do today as well, but I wanted to commend you on the races and everything you've done for them. And you and your staff, I mean, that was wonderful. It couldn't have been any better, I don't think, for the first year. And we really do appreciate you on that. And the other question, I have one question, though. You still fit in your Air Force uniform?
Yes, sir.
Good
Yes,
for
sir, I
you.
do. How did you know that? Okay, I should know some things, I guess, so, but yes, I still do. And occasionally, I still get a call from Holloman Air Force Base, and they ask me to come speak at be a guest speaker, or keynote speaker at an event, and I do that. And it's a privilege for me to be able to still wear the uniform, and honor our country by being able to wear the uniform again. I've been retired since 2001 from the Air Force, and I won't say that I miss it. I miss the people. The missions are great, but one day over a cup of coffee, I could tell you some stories, but we won't do that today. It'll take a little bit long time. I do want to mention, and thank you for your comments, Commissioner, about the air races. You know, it was a monumental effort. It is probably one of the largest projects I've had the opportunity to be successful with, but it wasn't just me. It was you. It was a lot of people, and it was successful. The number of comments and note cards and letters and emails that I get and others are getting, and in fact, I was reading one from the mayor just yesterday, is just overwhelming. You know, the biggest thing, I think, the biggest takeaway that I had from all this was the people that came here from all over the world, every state but two, said that they've never felt more welcome and inviting than they were in Chaves County. You can't make that up. And you can't replicate that just anywhere, I don't think. But I think our people here speak for themselves and speak of the event and spoke of those people that came here and welcomed them with open arms. And that's a good thing, because that makes my job obviously easier when I'm trying to attract companies, because we have an inviting, warm community. So big event. We're still doing some after action stuff. Nothing is unsolvable for next year. It'll be a bigger event next year. Everyone that have reached out to me said, we're bringing all our friends, we're bringing more family, we're bringing blah, blah, blah. We even have a potential project with a aircraft company as a result of the air races. That's which, as I mentioned to you months ago, that was my hope, and it looks like that's may start to happen. So we're very thrilled, Commissioner, by your comments, all of you, all your support in making it happen. You went to a lot of meetings. A lot of you went to, I know, Commissioner Dana, you went to a lot of meetings with us, and but it took really the village to make this happen. So thank you for that.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I just wanted to make a comment/question. So you say that JTIP funds are in place for Built-Wise out at the airport, which I assume means that the city followed through with working with the State Economic Development Corporation, Commission, whatever, which I want to commend the city, because past administrations refused to work with the state, and so those JTIP funds would always have to come through the county. And, you know, we're always happy to help our community to grow and everything, but it's great that the city has stepped up and is working within the network to make sure that more things can come to our community. Do you have a comment? Am I correct? I mean,
Yes, Bill, absolutely. You know, it wasn't like that some years, not too long ago,
Yeah.
right? Where projects were in the city and we didn't have the support from elected bodies, and you did. And that's the only way we got those things, those items, those projects to the finish line. It's a different time now.
Yep.
I think the work you put into the relationship building you've had with the city has been key, because we're in it together. You know, Roswell's still in Chaves County, so but thank you for that in the past. I think things have gotten better. We do have some leader projects I'll be working on connection with those projects I just mentioned earlier. And those projects are manufacturing jobs and all kinds of stuff. They're just all kinds of stuff. And I think that the relationship that the city has built and you have built, had already built with the state and our office has been paramount in being where we're at today. But you're correct. At a not too distant past, it wasn't quite like that, but it is today.
Great.
Yeah, but thank you for that.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Katie?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. I'm Katie Wright with the Chaves County Extension Office. You get just me this morning. So I'm going to ramble for a long time. I'll make it as quick as I can. So as far as the 4-H side goes, just finished up Eastern Fair. That was spectacular. Our kids did great indoors and outdoors. I don't have any numbers to run at you, but they did very well, and it was a very successful fair. The ice cream parlor at Eastern Fair is our biggest fundraiser for Chaves County Council. And I'm happy to report that we raised $3,000 just scooping ice cream. I am so tired of ice cream. But it's really great for the kids. That money goes directly back into Chaves County 4-H events, event registrations, that kind of thing. So the money raised by the kids goes right back to the kids. Our new 4-H year began October 1st, so open enrollment is up and happening. So 4-H is for anyone ages 5 to 18. Always looking for new friends to join us, which means that we ended our last 4-H year. Our last numbers there were over 300 members and over 75 certified volunteers. So very good numbers year. And then upcoming, we've got our youth leadership that's being elected for the new year next week. So I've got 7 council officer applications, which is more than I had last year by just a couple. But then we also have a county ambassador program. So these kiddos choose their project that they just love and want to share more about. We've expanded that into all project areas this year. And we've seen an increase from 1 application to 8. So I'm hopeful to have lots of ambassadors this year. As far as Tamara's information and stuff goes, there was 1,400 entries at the indoor exhibits for Eastern Fair. I hope you guys got a chance to go look at that. There was some really cool stuff. This is a huge increase from years past. At Kids Day, we reached a whole 940 kids. That's schools across Chaves County with a whole bunch of different partnerships. Leprino did some great stuff. I'm going to brag on Leprino just for a minute because I thought this was so interesting. So they did a germ detective type workshop event and went to all of the schools and swabbed their slides and their playgrounds and grew the bacteria from their playgrounds to share with the kids. I've never seen children more grossed out, but it was highly entertaining. They loved it. Christmas Showcase is back and will be November 11th at the Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds. So there will be an afternoon and then an evening session. Lots of goodies, lots of crafts. The Extension ladies really work hard to make this happen, so please come join us for that. Health, Prevention, and Wellness series will begin in January, and that is a year-long program. So anyone interested, please check out the website or give us a call. And as far as our ag position, it is still open. So anybody with a bachelor's in ag or related field that wants to come help out Chaves County producers, we would love to have you. Pesticide applicators license CEU workshops will be November 18th at the fairgrounds. And the Southeastern Urban Horticulture Symposium will be November 19th at the Eastern Fairgrounds. All this information is so much to take on at a time, but it's on our website. So check it out. It's also on our Facebook pages. Otherwise, I stand for any questions you might have.
Any questions for
I just wanted to say the fair out there, it looked to me like, did you have an increase of livestock entries or?
So Eastern
years
Fair
from-
wide, yes. As far as Chaves County, I think we were about stable, about what we usually bring. So.
Okay. The exhibits inside the buildings, you said you had like 900 or?
So there was 1,400 indoor
1,400.
exhibits. Yes.
And there was, what was represented? There was 6 or 7 different counties that?
So
I mean,
I was told in the fair as a whole, 23 counties were represented, which is just crazy to me. Indoor, I think we were about 11. Don't quote me on that. but there's quite a few counties that come in. Our indoor exhibits primarily stay in the eastern side of the state, whereas the livestock kind of branch out a little bit more. You've got kids that will go to every single fair. They'll be at their county fair, state fair, southern, eastern, and then El Paso, all back to back.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of entries inside the buildings there, and there was more than you could actually absorb by looking at what the kids have done, and
Yes.
it was really great, and I hope we can get a few more entries. We have to go around the corner or something.
That would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I love awesome problems.
And,
Thank you. And I'd like to commend your organization for doing a fine job for the youth of our county, and keep up the good work. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We sure will.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Our agenda.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, County Commissioners. For agenda item number 1, the agreement A-25-016 between Chaves County and Wings for Life for the elementary school program, after-school program. Agreement A-25-017 between Chaves County and the Wings for Life for the middle school after-school program. Agreement A-25-018 between Chaves County and Chaves County CASA for the alternative education program. Agreement A-25-019 between Chaves County and Chaves County CASA for the gender-specific program. Agreement A-25-020 between Chaves County and Chaves County CASA for the youth advocacy program. Chaves County received funding under the Juvenile Justice Continuum Grant in the amount of $295,556 for program addressing at-risk youth. Chaves County would like to award subcontracts to attached providers for the program services. The term of subcontract agreements will be from July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Staff recommends approval, and I stand for questions.
I got a couple of questions. On page 3 on the elementary, the first, maybe I'm reading it wrong, but on the terms of the agreement, July 1st, 2025, terminate June 30th, 2025. They've been corrected?
Yeah, the ones that you sign will be, yeah,
be-
we
have-
recognized that there was a mistake, so the documents you'll sign will have the correct dates on them.
Okay.
Ellie took care of that for us.
Yes, and thank
so.
you for
The-
addressing
These
that.
documents
On the
come
first
from the
two.
state, so
Okay.
we just had to
So
correct.
on the subcontractor on number 9, the contractor may not subcontract any portion of the services. Then we come back over here to number 12. Down at the bottom of it, the subcontractor needs to comply with these I'm not totally following how that's wrote right there at the bottom of that. Subcontractor shall ensure that any
Excuse me, Commissioner, what
subcontract-
page are you on, so we can look up exactly what you're looking at? What page?
Page 3, number 9, and then number 12 at the bottom. Not at the bottom, but in the,
On the first contract, on the
yeah,
elementary.
on the first contract. I think it carries on to each one of them, but
Oh, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Korn, so is the question that it says there will be no subcontractors, then in parentheses says, and require any subcontractors to comply with the,
yeah.
yeah, I think that's just some boilerplate language. Stan can weigh in.
Non-discrimination.
Federal law, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's just paragraph the state always puts in, and once in there, it doesn't really, it's just boilerplate language. It doesn't affect this contract.
Okay. Well, I just thought that didn't look right. Does the subcontractor carry insurance on top of the contractor? If it's subcontracted out?
County Commissioner, I believe they do. We put out a sole source every year for these services, and they are required to have insurance. Am I correct?
So we have two insurances. I mean, we've got the contractor of $1 million, and then we have to have a subcontractor on top of that. So he carries his own as well or not?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners,
Maybe I'm not-
number 9 says that there are no subcontractors on this portion of the agreement, so there would be no requirement for anyone else to do it. The general, whoever is awarded this contract has to provide the insurance up to the amount. That doesn't mean they can't have people help them, but the subcontractor would not be paid by us, or is that correct, Stan?
Right, well, they can't subcontract.
Can't
So
subcontract.
This first one, Wings, is the one that has to have the insurance. Wings for life.
And CASA has to have theirs.
And then CASA down the road, yeah.
Has to have theirs.
The contractor will have to have the insurance. And they're not allowed to subcontract.
Well, that's the way I read it, but then it goes over to 12, and I get confused there, so, anyway. Okay.
And these stipulations,
So
they're
the first
required
two,
by the
the first
state.
two are, the dates are changed, and that's correct.
That is
now.
correct.
So,
Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
okay.
And Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, if you guys would like to make the motion to approve them all at one time, that's certainly within your purview.
Right. I think we entertain a motion to approve all 5 in one motion at one time.
Chairman, if appropriate, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agreements and resolutions and the supporting documents under Agreement A-25-016. Under B, Agreement A-25017. Under C, Agreement A-25018. Under D, Agreement A-25019. And under E, Agreement A-25020, unless I need to read this whole paragraph and line them all out. Is that good enough? Okay. That's my motion.
Do we have a second?
I second it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Perry and second by Commissioner Corn. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is agenda item number 2. This is the approval of agreement A-25-044 between Chaves County and Department of Finance and Administration for a matching grant agreement ZI 5044-MG25-7817 in the amount of $3,047,193.75. The funds from this matching grant agreement will be used to meet the 25% local match requirement for the flood mitigation and dam repair project in Chaves County. This project was awarded federal funding through the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service for Emergency Watershed Protection Program, which requires a 25 local match contribution. Staff recommends approval.
We have a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve agreement A-25044.
Do we have a second?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have a second?
Second,
Oh.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and County Commissioners. Agenda item number 3 is Resolution R-25-044, which is a deletion of property and proposed disposition. The approval of this resolution will allow staff to auction, delete, or obsolete items listed on Exhibit A. Staff recommends approval.
Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve Resolution R-25-044, deletion of property.
I second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana and second by Commissioner Perry. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Board of Commissioners. Agenda item 4 is Resolution R-25-045. It would be for authorizing and approving a NMFA loan application on behalf of Berendo Volunteer Fire Department for a custom pumper. The Berendo Volunteer Fire Department is seeking to purchase one custom pumper, Model 22 Premier, built on a HME 1871 custom chassis, fully equipped at a total cost of $859,000. The department has $485,472 allocated from the Chaves County Fire Apparatus Replacement Fund, leaving a remaining balance of $373,528 to be financed. This resolution authorizes Chaves County to apply for the finance assistance through the NMFA loan. This loan would be repaid using the Berendo annual fire allocation. If approved, the formal loan agreement, including terms, payment schedule, and other details, will be presented at a future commission meeting for final consideration and approval. This resolution solely authorizes the submission of the formal application for final assistance. Staff recommends approval.
Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve Resolution R-25-045, authorizing and approving an NMFA loan application on behalf of Berendo Volunteer Fire Department for a custom pumper.
I second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Dana and second by Commissioner Corn. Any further discussion?
Or Commissioner Perry.
Perry.
Commissioner Perry second, excuse me. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
I do have a question after. Is this a Class A pumper?
Is it Class A? Yes, it is.
Okay, my gosh, they've gone up.
To replace, I'll elaborate on it a little bit. This one's ready to go. It's on the lot, and it's matches the rest of the engines, keeps everything in line with a replacement schedule. So it's kind of just timing.
Good.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 5 is for Resolution R-25046, which supports the Lincoln County opposition to the Barber Springs Pumped Storage Project. This resolution supports Lincoln County's opposition to the Barber Springs Pumped Storage Project, which is proposed by the Federal Energy Regulatory Committee. Lincoln County was unaware of this proposal until it became available for public comment. Staff recommends approval of Resolution R-25046. And if you don't mind, I'll read that resolution aloud.
Please.
Resolution R-25046, supporting Lincoln County's opposition to the Barber Springs Pumped Storage Project. Whereas the Board of County Commissioners of Lincoln County, New Mexico have drafted a resolution formally declaring their opposition to a project by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERC, for the Barber Springs Pumped Storage Project proposed to be built in Lincoln County. And whereas the Board of Commissioners of Lincoln County, New Mexico knew nothing about this project until another New Mexico county inquired about it, subsequent to their clerk receiving a nondescript informational release indicating a deadline to file comments, motions to intervene, competing applications, or notice of intent to file competing applications would be due in less than 60 days. And whereas the information released by the FERC describes pumping groundwater into the following new facilities. One, 110-foot-high, 5,435-foot-long concrete lower dam that would impound a 42-acre lower reservoir with a storage capacity of 4,500 acre-feet at a water surface elevation of 7,100 feet above mean sea level. Two, 110-foot-high, 5,525-foot-long concrete upper dam that would impound a 43-acre upper reservoir with a storage capacity of 4,500 acre-feet at a surface elevation of 8,200 feet above sea level. Three, a possible spillway for the lower dam with an undetermined dimensions. Four, one 6,800-foot-long, 14-foot diameter steel-lined penstock branching into three 150-foot-long, 8-foot diameter turbine penstocks. Five, a 279-foot-long, 230-foot-wide, 270-foot-high underground concrete powerhouse and substation containing three 187-megawatt Pelton wheel ternary pump turbine generator units. Three 150-foot-long, 9.1-foot diameter steel line tail races. Seven, a mile-long steel well water supply pipeline. Eight, a 37-mile-long, 161 kilovolt or 79-mile-long, 161 kilovolt transmission line. Nine, appurtenant facilities. And whereas the FERC claims that their Office of Public Participation supports meaningful public engagement and participation in the Commission proceedings in the release, although in 2024 the FERC passed Rule Number 1977, giving themselves the authority to issue permits and construct or modify electrical facilities in the national interest electric transmission corridors, even when these projects are denied by state or local authorities. Whereas Rule Number 1977 was developed and implemented after overwhelming public opposition to the NITSEs was received, thus making working with local governments and the public unpalatable. In the same opposition is expected with the Barber Springs Pump Storage Project. And whereas the scarcity of water in Lincoln County and the region is well known and understood and continues to limit water-intensive development in the region, tapping into these limited resources for the initial commissioning of the project and necessary reoccurring makeup water requirements represents a significant threat to the county citizens and the economy of its people. And whereas industrial scale encroachment on private and public property by the incredibly large footprint, part-time, intermittent, non-base load, and non-dispatchable electric generating infrastructure will interfere with traditional and economic viable activities on public and private land, once again diminishing or eliminating private property rights of the people, whether through eminent domain or other pressures. And whereas many of Lincoln County's businesses and citizens are involved in or otherwise dependent upon industries that utilize public and private lands and their resources, including but not limited to agricultural crop production, livestock grazing, industry, manufacturing, oil and gas exploration, production, hunting, fishing, and other outdoor recreation. And whereas Lincoln County perceives this to be an add-on project to a current wind turbine installations and other attempt to salvage a flawed effort to convert from conventional full-time base load and dispatchable electric power to part-time, intermittent, non-dispatchable green energy, ultimately requiring substantially higher costs for consumers but big gains for green energy brokers. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Chaves County that they formally support Lincoln County's opposition to the Barber Springs Pump Storage Project. Be it further resolved that the Chaves County Board of Commissioners will submit comments in opposition to the proposed project and permitting application and call upon state officials, municipalities, soil and water conservation districts, private citizens, and private industry to do the same. Passed and adopted the 16th day of October 2025 by the Board of Chaves County Commissioners. I'd stand for any questions.
Any questions? Do we have a motion?
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution R-25-046 for supporting Lincoln County's opposition to the Barber Springs Pumped Storage Project.
I second that.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Corn. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Agenda item number 6 is for Resolution R-25-047, authorizing the automatic adjustment of property tax overpayments and underpayments of $5 or less. These discrepancies do happen from time to time throughout the normal course of business, and the administrative costs associated with issuing refunds or collecting these small balances often exceeds the amount in question. And staff recommends approval.
Do we have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept Resolution R-25-047, authorizing the automatic adjustment of property tax overpayments and underpayments of $5 or less.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second. And we have any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 7 is for Resolution R-25048, supporting the New Mexico County's 2026 legislative priorities. Each year, the New Mexico Counties works with their Board of Directors to determine the legislative priorities for the year. This year's priorities are: number 1, House Bill 2 appropriations. A, detention reimbursement for fund for the state prisoners' housing cost. B, courthouse funding. C, detention recruitment and retention. D, firefighter EMS recruitment fund. E, emergency medical services. F, 700 megahertz radios. G, RISE funding for detention, behavioral health, MAT, housing, vocation, etc. Number 2, IPRA improvements. Number 3, timeline for veteran tax property exemptions. Resolution R-25048 supports the 2026 priorities, and staff would recommend approval. I've included a fact sheet for you as well, and I know Commissioner Dana is on the board, so she can probably answer a lot of questions as well. Thank you.
Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to move that we accept Resolution R-25-048, supporting the New Mexico County's 2026 legislative priorities. I'd just like to say thank you very much for adding this. These are things that we have seen for many years, and we work and try and get some of this resolved. We're getting there little by little, but it's still priorities, so I would move that we accept it, and thank you very much for putting this on our agenda.
I second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Perry. Any further comment? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 8 is for Resolution R-25049, supporting the Mexican wolf public education and awareness efforts by the Coalition of Arizona New Mexico Counties. This resolution supports the ongoing efforts of the Coalition of Arizona New Mexico Counties in their effort to educate and inform the public and raise awareness of the Mexican wolf and its effect on people in New Mexico. Chaves County will contribute $2,500 to assist in their public education efforts. Staff recommends approval of Resolution R-25049.
We have a motion.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution R-25049, supporting the Coalition of Arizona and New Mexico Counties, public education and awareness efforts on the Mexican wolf.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Dana. Any further comment? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Our final agenda item is other business, permission to publish for Roosevelt County Rural Telephone Cooperative Franchise Agreement, ordinance number O-118. Request to publish for a public hearing to create ordinance number 118 for a franchise agreement between Chaves County and Roosevelt County Rural Telephone Cooperative Incorporated. Staff recommends approval. I do have the draft ordinance created, which would be a public hearing for next month after the advertising period. So we'll be able to advertise with the actual draft ordinance, and it's just our standard franchise agreement that we're requesting. Thank you.
A motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant permission to publish for the franchise agreement ordinance 0-118 between Chaves County and Roosevelt County Rural Telephone Cooperative.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wade, second by Commissioner Perry. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Approval of checks.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the checks for the amount of $3,412,124.45.
I second.
Motion by Commissioner Wade, second by Commissioner Perry to approve checks. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Approval of reports.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve reports.
A second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Perry to approve reports. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 At this time, I'd like to make a motion to have a closed session pursuant to NMSA 1978, Section 10-15-1, Paragraph H, Number 2, limited to personnel matters, and NMSA 1978, Section 10-15-1, H7, threatened or pending litigation.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Wade to go into closed session. Cindy, would you do a roll call?
Yes, sir. Commissioner Dana?
Yes.
Commissioner Wade?
Yes.
Commissioner Court?
Yep.
Commissioner Perry?
Yes, ma'am.
And Chairman Taylor?
Yes. We'll now go into closed session.
Thank you. Appreciate it, thank you. Okay. I can read.
Okay, we're all back. Commissioner Perry? Sure.
You want me? Okay. Mr. Chairman, we need to come out of closed session pursuant to NMSA 1978, Section 10-15-1-H2, Limited Personnel Matters, and NMSA 1978, Section 10-15-H7, Threatened or Pending Litigation, and no action was taken. And may I have a roll call vote?
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Perry. Would you do a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Dana?
Yes.
Commissioner Wade?
Yes.
Commissioner Corn?
Yes.
Commissioner Perry?
Yes, ma'am.
And Chairman Taylor?
Yes. Okay, we're back into regular session, and the next item on our agenda is unscheduled communications and are limited to 3 minutes.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Dan Jennings. and I'm here
Would you
today-
state your name and address, please?
Yes, my name is Dan Jennings. My address is 105 North Winchester, Hagerman, New Mexico. I'm here today to comment on the opioid settlement funds. I'll be very brief to respect your time, but I'm profoundly disheartened. 10 months ago, I stood here and presented to you a plan that was drafted from the voices of Chaves County residents for the immediate uses of the millions of dollars that you have been provided by opioid lawsuit settlements. The roadmap was clear: services for crisis response, for recovery, for mental health, programs that our communities desperately need, from funds that cost the taxpayers in the county $0. For months, we've had a clear plan, roadmap to get life-saving programs up and running in our county. A plan was created, priorities were set, a summit held, and an RFP path forward was outlined. The only piece missing was the will to make it happen. The original plan was to partner with the city of Roswell to pool resources to make a greater impact. This was a great idea. But unfortunately, an MOU fell apart. And because of that, half of those funds were sent back to the city. And here we are, 10 months later, but nothing has happened. And while everything has been happening to make this MOU and an RFP process work, but people are still dying. Families are still being torn apart. And first responders are having to deal with the fallout from this. And those funds are sitting in a bank account, and it's been for 2 years. We cannot afford further delays. The time for discussion is over, and the time for action is now. I'm urging you today to make a public commitment to remember the purpose of those funds. Our community cannot afford another day of delay. I implore you to take action to get a city-county agreement in place and to publish an RFP immediately with a clear deadline to ensure programs can be funded and operational before the next meeting in November. Our communities deserve progress. Thank you.
Anyone else that'd like to speak before the commission for 3 minutes?
Hello, my name is Geneva Martinez, 3691 East Pine Lodge. I'm here today because a few of my neighbors have reached out to me, and I said I would come and speak to the commissioners in regards to the road from Red Bridge all the way to Bitter Lakes. We know that that road was on schedule to be repaired. There has been some potholes repaired recently with all of the rain, but it's not the road work that I believe is now being pushed to February. Reached out to Dara. She was able to assist me with some of this timeline and the pushback. I feel like this project keeps on getting pushed back and wanted to see if there's a way we can get it a little bit sooner or make sure it actually happens in February. I know a lot of the roads are needing work because of last year's flood, but I've gone through 3 tires myself, and some of my neighbors have also gone through some tires as well. So just wanted to bring that up to you guys and see if we can get this back on track. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, county managers' communications.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, it's been an interesting few weeks. First thing I just want to make a real quick comment on, East Pine Lodge is on track. It has never been pushed back. There have been 4 separate pieces to the, if you want to call it the bypass. I mean, we've done a portion of Pine Lodge Road from Old Clovis Highway to Red Bridge. We've done the piece of Red Bridge now all the way to 380. We've done the dip twice, and we have funding available to go towards Bitter Lake. That's on track. It's on schedule. We have our due diligence we have to do to.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I spoke to Alex, when Geneva reached out to me,
Mm-hmm.
it was on our, Alex had given us the timeline, and it was for October to start. He said it had been pushed back to February,
we
but Joe,
have to-
are we still on?
I don't know where the October date came from. That was
Oh,
my date.
okay.
We do it this early, weather permitting.
Yeah.
We have to do it in probably start in January.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And of course, we have, you know, everything has to
Okay.
be done time-wise,
Right, right.
based on temperatures and that type of thing for chip seal stuff, but also
Okay.
any kind of contracting, we have to do our due diligence and go out for bids
Okay.
and follow the law on that.
That's
So-
where I got
So I
that. I'm
apologize
sorry.
that
Yeah.
you feel like it's been
That
pushed back,
was-
but it actually is moving forward, and we're glad that that little piece of the county is going to be in pretty good shape soon. So, thank you. I wanted to bring up, of course, Nicholas Paul, Senate District 32, resigned, I believe,
33.
yesterday. 33?
33,
Okay,
33.
sorry.
okay, sorry. Okay, he resigned, and so we'll be having to put together a meeting to hear from people who would like to be appointed for that. He represents 3 separate counties. It's Lincoln County, Otero County, and Chaves County, with the smallest group of voters being in Chaves County. As we know, because we've been through this before, each county will provide a name for the governor. They will interview people who would like to be interested. They can send a letter to the county, to me specifically, and I'll make sure each one of the commissioners gets it. We'll have a open hearing and let them discuss the reasons why they would like to be considered. We'll send a name forward to the governor, then it's up to the governor to choose from the list of names that are sent forward. So potentially, there could be 3 names. You know, maybe 1 name, maybe 2 names, who knows what's going to happen, but it'll be up to the governor then to decide based on who gets suggested by each of the counties. Want to do a shout out to the county fair, or to the Eastern New Mexico Fair. 23 counties. I thought that was pretty impressive. 2/3 of our counties in the state of New Mexico come to Chaves County for our fair. Want to always point out the 4-H and FFA kids' hard work and dedication that goes into raising animals and creating arts and crafts projects and all the things that they do. They really do a wonderful job, and I'm thankful they're in our county and going to grow up and hopefully all live here. So in the lobby, you noticed as you came in, there's a picture with a QR code, and that's for a questionnaire for our comprehensive land use plan. We're currently updating the plan. It's about 10 years old, and we want to be sure that we get it updated to reflect the custom and culture of our county. It's a very simple questionnaire. I think there's 31 questions. Won't take you but a few minutes to do it, and it'll help our contractors to determine how to best update the plan. We have a pretty robust plan, but we want to be sure that we update it well. And that's all I have. Thank you very much for what you do for our county. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the county employees. We really, truly have a great staff. Want to thank the voting portion of the clerk's office, the entire clerk's office, but especially the voting portion of the clerk's office for all they're doing for us right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Dana? Dana?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you very much. Like I said, I apologize. That was the information I thought I had. Joe West, may I introduce you to Geneva Martinez? Can you talk to her after, please, and let's kind of coordinate, because, yeah, I've been out that way too, and there's a lot of going on out there and stuff like that, especially with the Dragonfly Festival and stuff like that. That is a neat program that we have. And since, I mean, our roads are, you're doing phenomenal. Thank you so much. And I know that with the flooding, you know, we've had a lot of stuff going on. The potholes, appreciate you. I had a constituent talk about potholes. He got home and he said, look, my potholes are so good because mine are still there. No, just kidding. So, you know, thank you. We're trying to do as quickly as we can with what we have, and I know it's a very integral part, and I keep telling everybody, you know, we do have openings with the county, so if you'd like to come work for the county, you know, how about it? So, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. And it will be interesting to see, you know, hopefully we'll have some great candidates. We have had in the past, you know, come out for vacant seats and stuff, so we'll see how that goes with Senator Paul's. Gosh, I hate that. He said due to health reasons, pray for him and his family, because when you have to resign for something that you campaigned so hard for, I know it's got to be tough. Cindy, on the voting, what do our numbers look like? I mean, is it halfway decent, or are we trying to shake the bushes and tell everybody to get out?
As of close of business yesterday, we were at 1.45% turnout.
Oh, wow.
So we've had 471 early voters, and we received 50 absentee ballots back.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's about average.
About
for
average.
What we've
Okay.
seen the last two regular local elections, but nothing like we would like to see.
And two, you know, when the legislature moved this and they opted in for November, that was the reasoning behind it, was we would have elections every November now instead of by years or whatever. So, yeah. So hopefully people will get in the habit of, oh, yeah, we do have elections coming up in November. But please do. I know some people, especially living out in the county, we say, oh, we don't have anything. Get you a sample ballot, because there was a few things that we do need to vote on. So make sure everybody votes. I appreciate that. And let's keep our clerk's office busy. I hate to say that, but they need to be busy. But thank you again. Thank you for passing the New Mexico county's priorities. Like I said, on these priorities, we have been working on them for quite some time. You know, maybe one of these days we'll all be able to come back after the legislature and say, yay, we got something accomplished, and, you know, mark that off our priorities, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. So, but with that, thank you very much. I thank our staff. We appreciate everything. And I told Dusty that I had a message from Lily Laney from his county that he came from. She says she misses you, but I told her she can't have you back, so you're in Chaves County now. Thank you. We appreciate it, and welcome to Chaves County. We're glad you're here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Wade.
I too would like to thank the staff here. Y'all do great. We appreciate you very much. And I think Joe's got his work cut out for him, because I know potholes are getting made every day. And when's the truck supposed to be here?
Well, we keep calling, every time we call, it's another month later, so I told the guy to quit calling. So maybe, we did buy 200 tons of patch yesterday.
Oh, cool.
We got lots of potholes.
Yes, we do.
All right.
But December, it looks like December, we should receive the trash truck.
Well, maybe it'll dry out a little bit where you can go in and get something done on that too. Yeah. All right, well, thank you for that. And just thank everybody. And that's it.
Commissioner Corn.
Joe, one of those roads, you got your work cut out between potholes and all the county roads around the county. I know I've been calling you quite frequent in the last little bit. Of course, now we've got, since we've had all this rain, we've got a lot of mowing that needs to be done, and I know that's a heavy task on you on all of this stuff, but you're doing a great job, and, you know, I don't have anything but good things for you right at the moment. Well, that's a good thing. You know, I get some of these phone calls that when I was out at the state fair the other day, well, I think you had the phone call on the mowing around the school over here on, hopefully we got that somewhat taken care of for the kids. Because right now is rattlesnake season, and they're all trying to find a place to hide, and, you know, we gotta just kind of protect our things. But you got a big job. Brian has a big job. I know he's been taking care of a lot of stuff in the last good while. A lot of these projects are moving right along. All the staff doing great. I know we have a few little issues on solar stuff that keeps coming up. You know, we just need to keep working on some of this stuff. We got a meeting this afternoon, so anyway, we'll work on it and see what happens. All the commissioners, all you guys, Bill, everybody's doing great job. Perfect.
Commissioner Perry.
Well, thank you all for sticking with us this long today. It's nice to see that there's a few faces out there that still stuck with us after we had that long meeting back there. I'm a little confused because you said you lost 3 tires, but all the tire vendors in town tell me the roads are fine. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll need to investigate that a little bit, but thanks for bringing that up, because we know poor guy over here has got a list, hasn't he? He's got a road list, and it keeps getting longer, I think. I wanted to give this guy a little thanks. He walked in the fair. We walked in the fair together and probably handed out 2 bales of candy, huh?
Yeah.
And the interesting perception, it's something that it's not, I don't know, that's something that you wake up and just want to go walk the fair, but it's kind of neat to do, because really when I walked in the fair, I saw the amount of kids that just got sheer joy out of just watching the floats and watching people walk by, and you give them a piece of bubble gum and their little eyes light up, and it really changes your mind on some of the programs that we just approved here today, how needed they are in our community, because we got a lot of kids that need them. And we got the fair and the parade and 4-H and FFA and all these wonderful things that we need to do to keep our kids going the right direction. So I appreciate you guys for supporting those projects and programs. And that was just my take on walking the fair. Is there's a lot of kids in this town that need a lot of things to do. So let's all do a little bit better. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank our staff for all the excellent work they do. It's all departments, and of course, Cindy, your department right now with handling the elections that are going on. I thank you for all the hard work, and I would like to encourage that everyone, please walk down the hall. If you haven't already voted, go vote. And Cindy, what is our voter turnout so far?
1.45%.
Thank you. I just hope we get a large turnout. Again, thank you to everyone in the county, and with that, we'll adjourn the meeting.